Greetings YouTube, my name is Mike and I play video games, and it has become a hobby of mine to make YouTube videos. And I've kind of delved a little deeper into it, and as you can see here on YouTube, one of my videos where I kind of have an overlay of myself, but it's just like a really clean overlay. You don't have a background or anything like that, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So you're going to start by downloading this program called XSplit. So you can just go to xsplit.com/download. It is a free program. However, there is a paid license that you can do that will expand the capabilities of the program and give you more options and that kind of thing, which I do highly recommend. However, everything I'm going to show you today is part of the free version. So that's just that. So once you install XSplit and open it up, you're just going to see this. Okay, so there's you're going to see there's these 12 scenes, and this allows you to kind of set up different kind of scenarios, different inputs, and that kind of stuff, depending on what you're doing. So you don't have to go through the setup process for every different game you want to play or whatever. It is actually really cool once you kind of get the hang of it. And you can see here, scene 1. Hey, there's me. Hello. So I already have set up for my video game that I play and record, but we're going to go ahead and I can't see. My webcam's on a little tripod. It kind of partially blocks my screen, so sorry about that. Anyhow, so we're going to start with add source, and I'm going to come down here. You're going to come. It's going to automatically detect whatever you got. I have this Logitech HD Pro webcam C920. Great webcam. Highly recommend it. Really clean 1080p video. You can get it $65 on Amazon. Or if you live near Fry's.com, they do price matching for online. So just go to Fry's, say, hey, I want this webcam, have it on your smartphone, whatever. If you don't have a smartphone, just tell them it's on Amazon for $65, and they'll look it up for you, and they'll match that price. So I'm going to add this. Hey, there I am again. Hello again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I can resize this, I can move it, and I know, whatever, I'm going to have it down here near the bottom. And about that big. Nobody wants to see me much bigger than that. So I'm at another source, game capture, auto detect. This is automatically going to see whatever game that you open up. And it does put it as a tiled mode, so you're going to want to just click and drag the corner of this if you want full screen. And now, whenever you go to a video game, and I happen to have one open, here you can see my game. I have it in windowed mode. Now, I only have it in windowed mode simply because of the screen capture software that I'm using causes me to do that, but you can have full screen mode when you're playing with the XSplit. That's great. Okay, now you notice a problem. My picture went away. It's very important that you realize the scene sources are kind of set up here in a specific order, and it's kind of like layers. So whatever you want on top of your video needs to be on top in this order here. So I want to see this webcam is always going to be on top. Then if I had maybe a logo, a custom logo or something for my YouTube channel or something I had up here in the corner, that would be my next one, and then whatever, and then the game is kind of at the bottom below everything else that you want to display on the screen while you're doing this, while you're recording. So pay attention to that order. It's really simple. You just kind of click and drag it, and then whatever. It's simple. Okay. So next you're going to go up to Tools, and you're going to go to General Settings, and you're going to go to Audio. Because this is, that's it. Your video is set up. You're done. You don't have to. There's no saving. It's just whatever. It's just there. That scene is just. It's like saving as you make changes. It automatically stores that information. Here, they're going to recommend that you leave this on default, which is fine if you listen to the game through speakers and you have like a standalone microphone, or if you use the microphone that's built into the webcam, which I do not recommend because you get a lot of kind of like echo and stuff like that. It's more optimized for Skype, I think, or something like that. But so anyhow, set this to your headphones if that's what you use. Same thing with the microphone here. Now, the one thing that you're going to have to play around with, the trickiest part, is this delay. Obviously, you can see a disconnect between what my, can you, what did I say? I forget how. Can you read the words coming out of my mouth or something like that? Anyhow, there's a disconnect between what you hear that I'm saying and what my, lips are doing. So, what this does is this adjusts it because you're going to have that disconnect. So you're gonna have to come in here, and it only makes this adjustment during recordings. So you're gonna have to record some video, come in, tweak it, come back, tweak it some more, tweak it some more. For this webcam, 250. That's where it's at. So anyhow, so you got your delay. You've fuss through that a little bit. Like I said, this is the hardest part, is getting that delay set up. So once you do that, just say OK. So now you've got your video sources set up, you've got your audio tweaked, and now it's like you're looking at a messy bedroom, or whatever, Led Zeppelin posters. I don't know what you got going on behind you. So what you want to do now is you want to build a green screen, and this will cost you about $20 at Home Depot and another $10-12 at like a Walmart or any kind of fabric store. And so I'm going to get up now, I'm going to turn this thing around and show it to you on the webcam. Oh, which means you're not going to be able to hear me. So let me redo this. Let me just turn this thing and kind of show you what I've done. Get off me. No. All right, really simple structure. I don't know if you can see this. It's just PVC pipe, and I didn't glue the elbows or anything. It's like, here, webcam, look at that. And then I just took green cloth and just clamped it to make a, just like a, I don't know, it's like 3.5 feet by like 5 feet, maybe 6 feet wide. And then you just, let's see, the floor, can you see this? Just a little triangle there on the bottom with just some more PVC. They're a couple feet long, going a different way, and I have one of those on each end. And a bottom rail, and then just some cheap clamps also from Home Depot. So really, really simple to make. Took me about 15 minutes to cut it all up and make that. So sorry about the video quality right now. I'm looking at the back of my head. But as you can see, pretty simple green screen. I didn't glue it together because I want to be able to take it apart and store it or whatever. What's this video camera or webcam? Refocus? Okay. All right. So I've built a green screen, but my screen is still green. So let's deal with that. So we're going to go down here. You're going to highlight your webcam. Then you're going to come to Settings. Now, this is one of the really cool things about this XSplit program. It's going to default. It's going to look at cam, right? So you can come here. And you can change your video input. And here, okay. So depending on what you do, you can play with these settings, whatever. I mean, that's kind of up to you how, if you want to mess around with this and just kind of check it out, you can adjust some of the settings to, right light. It manages that for you. I recommend leaving that on, because with the green screen, it's actually pretty tricky. You're going to need some pretty steady kind of surrounding you with like ambient light to have to reduce the number of shadows and stuff like that, or you're going to get some staticky kind of stuff. So we're just going to kill that. No. Okay. So webcam settings, under configure, that was the video input. What we're going to be looking at is the color tab, and here, Chroma Key. Now, it's not going to be quite right when I turn it on, but you get the picture pretty quick. Okay, so what this is going to do, it's going to move my screen over a little bit. All right, so now you can see it's taking this, and it's kind of like there's something going on there. Nope. There's that messy room I was talking about. Golf clubs, kitchen. Let me fix this. Be right back. I'm back. So one of the dangers of not gluing this thing together is that the base can kind of spin if you move it around a lot. Once you get it set up, it's not an issue. So okay, so you're going to come in here and you're going to have to play with some of this right here, and this is going to kind of look at like ambient light. And I'm wearing a black shirt, and it doesn't like this blue in the game, so it's kind of getting confused a little bit. So you're going to have to actually pay attention. Oh, Marine Corps, hoorah! Out of breath, getting old. Anyhow, so you may have to wear a different color shirt, not green, but this is real quick and easy. You can just adjust this slider based, and then just till you get it kind of blacked out. So good stuff. Okay, so now we're all set up with our video. Got the the game started. I've got my webcam going. I've got the whole thing going. Now you can see that my choice of shirt color is not great because what happens is with the green screen, it kind of takes that and it looks at it as kind of like a black and then filters out black, because when you adjust that slider, you notice that the screen kind of went black to kind of match that background. So you're going to want to wear a different color shirt. Yeah, so you can see the game is like getting confused with my shirt. So anyhow, we're going to go in to the game and we're going to record a little bit. And I'm actually re-recording this portion. I'm going to warn you now, when I am recording, there's so much going on as far as the CPU, playing the game, capturing the video game, capturing the webcam, audio, everything like that. My desktop video capture is going to get way out of sync. So please forgive me. Just don't look at my picture, because it's, you know, and like I said, my actions and my voice are probably not going to match up. So I'm going to be pausing a little bit and speaking very slowly to give the thing time to catch up. So I'm going to go to my game and I'm going to press F9 to start recording, and I'm going to play practice jungle. Like I said, I'm playing window mode solely because desktop capture is not, once you go full screen mode, it doesn't look at your desktop anymore because your desktop's not doing anything. So like I said, this is where it's going to get disjointed because there's just so much going on with my computer right now. So I'm just going to hop into the game. Yes, you will. This is just kind of like a practice, different, and you can just hop in and out without making any players. So just coming in, stuff, whatever. Okay, I press F9 again, and there's nothing visible that happens there, whatever. But yeah, that stops the recording. And once again, shirt, not good choice. Neither is green, by the way. So let's go in here and take a look at this video. It's done, it's saved, it's recorded. I can just kill this at this point, and I can kill my game. There we go. Alright, so I'll just go to where my game is saved. Next videos, gameplay videos. So these are the dates on the top. Going to play, practice. So this is kind of my raw video. Let me turn down my speakers. So this is the kind of the raw video from my recording. It's not, I mean, you can upload it to YouTube like this, but it's a very large file size. It needs to be compressed and encoded to a format that YouTube prefers or likes better. Now here you can actually see in the recording, even my headphones, my shirt, depending on the time of day or night. Remember that little slider where I changed the chroma? As your light source changes, you're going to need to adjust that slider. So it's going to be in a different position. You know, if you're in, you know, full daylight or whatever, you may have to go in there and tweak that. And I could probably get rid of this completely if I went in and played with those settings a little bit. So that's something to remember. And you can see like how all that went away based on the, just from the light coming from my screen. It was creating some, you know, some static and stuff like that. So that's where, like I said, kind of like soft ambient light that's kind of eliminating shadows and stuff is really important for this. So so that's my, I've captured my game, I've got my audio, yep, everything looks good. So at this point I have this file, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it into my video editing software, and we'll get it, you know, kind of edited a little bit, just some minor stuff, and get it encoded into a format that YouTube likes. So. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about the no picture of me, or maybe you're relieved, I don't know, but either way. Okay, so this is a program, it's called Cyberlink Powerdirector 12, and this, it's not cheap, but I really like it. It costs you $100 for like a lifetime license. So the way that you would use this program, you're going to open it up and you're going to see this. I'm going to say File, Import. I'm just giving you the quick and dirty. You can do this right out of the box, just like I'm doing it. And I'm going to say Media Folder, and I'm going to go to Mike's Videos, expand that, and I've created a little YouTube intro. So I'm going to pull in that folder, and that just has like a brief intro and then a little image that I use at the end of my videos. I'm going to say File, Import Media Files, and what I'm going to do here is Computer F, Mike's Videos, Gameplay Videos, and I'm going to, where'd you go? I'm looking for that last video I made where I was doing the game thing. Is it this one? I think so. I don't know. No, it's not that one. Shoot. I should have named it. I think that would have been a good idea. Let me try this one more time. Let me make this a little bigger. Sort by date. Maybe this one? Yes! Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so now I've got all of my sources in here. This is my intro. So I'm gonna you just click it, you drag it down, and then you slide it over to the left. So that's my starting. I'm gonna grab my video. Now this has the audio in it already. If you're using a, if you're using kind of like an audio program, you can actually pull this WAV file out of the video source and edit it and edit out noise and stuff. But this this program is really good. The XSplit is about isolating noise. I've had a fan going on my desktop this entire time. You probably haven't heard it. If you have, I apologize. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it was, but it's pretty good. And then I have my little end thing. Okay, so now the end thing, it's just a still picture, and I don't want to see a still picture the whole time. So I press the plus and minus keys, and that kind of zooms in, and I can click and drag this, which, well, not just can, but I do. Wait, hold on. I was zoomed out too far. Couldn't see where I was at. And I just know that, so I do that, just click and drag it over, and then you'll see when I play the video, and what I did there was I said that, wait, here, let me undo that so you can see again. So I click and drag that, and then what I clicked was crossfade, right? So I'm going to go to the movie, I'm going to say play, whatever. It was just that last little bit was all that was left because that little red bar was there. So I'm going to hit the minus key 3 times to get back to my kind of real-time look thing. So I'm going to say movie, I'm going to say play, and it's just going to play my intro. It's going to play the movie just as I created it. Short movie, 14 seconds. Well, I think the intro might be longer than that. 12 seconds, 13 seconds. Yep, intro is longer than the movie. Okay, so now here's my movie with the audio. You can, see all that stuff. And you'll now be able to start to see the effect, that cross effect, where my image comes in with my my brand logo. To try and make it a little cleaner, a little more professional, and that's like super simple. I created a video, and so that's it. So I like it. I'm happy with it. I say produce. Okay. Now H2.64 AVC is the best format for uploading to YouTube. And I click what resolution I want, 720p. I tell it where I would like to save it, and I'll bet you never guess. Mike's Videos. Gameplay Videos, Powerdirector, and we're just going to call this test. Save, and then you just say start. And it does long to produce. So what it's going to do is it's going to encode that video into a much smaller file while maintaining your same whatever resolution that you put. Sometimes I use 720p. Come on. Okay, so that's done. Now you can kill this. You just say no. You don't care about. For me, I don't care about saving the projects. That's if I want to go back and edit it later. But I don't care. I just upload it and I'm done with it. Okay, so I killed that. Go back to computer. Look at here. Mike's Videos, Gameplay Videos, and Powerdirector output files. And here's test. In this video, this is exactly what you would see and hear on YouTube. And this is the file that you upload to YouTube, and it's in HD 720p. You can do 1080p, but just remember the file size. It's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to take longer to upload, and it's going to take longer for most of your viewers to stream it. They're going to have to buffer longer, and that depends upon their connect speed, especially if they're on mobile. So 720p I think is good. The only time you really need the 1080p is if you expect people to be watching in full screen mode. So that's pretty much it. start to finish how all my setup, my video capture, my the encoding, the whole deal. The only thing I haven't done there is upload to YouTube, but hopefully you can figure that out, because if you have a YouTube account, there's a little upload button. You just select a file and say upload. So it's pretty simple. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. And once again, I do apologize for not having a cool picture of me back on the screen. And yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe. Even if you're not a big fan of Smite, it's cool to see some new subscribers, even if they're not checking back on the channel every day or anything like that. If you enjoyed this video, do me right. All right, thanks for watching, and good night, or good day, or good morning, whatever it happens to be, wherever you're at.